Hey everyone, it's Desiree and welcome. Today we are going to have some fun with some die cuts, layering die cuts, and create a beautiful floral scene. Now there's two products that I'm showing here. I'm showing you the Spellbinders Large Die of the month, and that is called Colorful Expression Blooms. And I'm also showing the 3D embossing folder. Now I'm going to show you a technique with it, but don't worry, I'm going to create another video just focusing on the 3D embossing folder because we kind of, lose it in our design. And the 3D embossing folder is called Floral Expressions. You can see that we've got layering florals in this. And then we've got, of course, our foliage, and we can have some fun with our die cuts because we can dig into our stash of scraps so that we can die cut all of our pieces. The size of the card that we are making is a 6x6. It's just a card that I really absolutely enjoy and love to play with. Here's the piece of I took a piece of black cardstock, cut about 4x4, ran it through my Platinum 6, and I'm going to take some Altenew Gold Metallic ink and just swipe that over the top. So here is the technique that you can also use on your 3D embossing folders or any of your embossing folders, and it's absolutely gorgeous and it's great. But this will be the last time that you see that. Because we have all of these wonderful layered florals to work with. Here you're going to see me just put all of these together, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn on a little bit of music so that you can sit back and enjoy to see how I put these together, because you can tell my voice is kind of going in and out and nobody needs to hear that. So enjoy, and I will be back once we start putting our card together. You can see I took the black panel and I set that down in the center. And now we're just having fun adding our florals. So when I first envisioned this to go together, I envisioned that that 3D embossing panel would be shown through with the gold flecks. Well, you know me. For those of you that have been around, you know I love to die cut. I love to layer. I love to collage with these die cuts. So there was just a lot more put onto the card than I thought. And pretty much it gets covered. You can tell I've got, when I put the black panel on, I propped it up using some double-sided foam squares. So I've got layer or space underneath that. So I can put some of these flowers coming out from underneath it. You get this beautiful bouquet that is just sitting on top of this panel. Now, the other funny thing that I did is I do not realize, so you can see how this card is sitting. It's kind of going from the bottom left, traveling up to the top right. You'll see that the card base is not sitting the way that it should for the opening. So in reality, it's going to start from the top left and go down into the bottom right. And this is when I realized that. Yep. So always check the way your card opens when you work directly on it. It's one of the reasons why usually I work on a design panel. So there's a separate piece of cardstock that I work on, and then I take that to my card base or my mats, because that kind of helps me to make sure that I don't put my card on upside down. And I've done that, and I've kept it that way, and I've given it to the recipient that way. It's kind of funny and fun to watch, because they kind of look at you and say, yes, that was a boo-boo. See, we're not Hallmark. It's a handmade card. But yeah, I mean, just because you do that, just change, just look at your card differently, look at how the direction is going, and just have fun with it. You know, again, you're creating your art, and things happen like that. You know, we start enjoying all of this that we're putting together. We have fun. It's, you know, I don't like to take myself too seriously. Because it's just all in fun to see, you know, how far can we push these products, or what can we do here? What happens if I mix this? I'm telling you, it's the main reason why my high school chemistry teacher said, we need to get you out of this class, because I like to mix things together to see what would happen. Yeah. Yeah. He got nervous a couple times, and he made sure I wasn't around the hazardous stuff. Again, curiosity. And I bring that here. So just because it didn't open the right way doesn't mean it doesn't look right. It's just going a different way. The bouquet is drooping down, and bouquets can do that. Look at the swags. Swags go all over the place, and they're beautiful pieces. Now that we've got this all together, and all of my spare flowers that I have go into a little tiny container where I keep all my extra die cuts. I'm going to take my long shears and just trim around the edges and take off all of the overhang. So you see a little bit of the 3D embossing folder in the background. You see those flecks of gold, which I think are really pretty. But I did want you all to know that I am going to show you another video for the 3D embossing. It kind of got lost. I grabbed another one of my sentiments. It's a Better Press sentiment called Sending Strength. And we're going to use double-sided foam squares to adhere that. I'm going to put a little bit of glue and set that down right on top of everything. I'm also going to bring in some gold mirror cardstock so you can see those large pink flowers. The opening, the center of the flower is actually an opening. So I'm just going to cut some small pieces of a gold mirror cardstock and just get those tacked in behind. Because again, I don't usually tack everything completely so that I can continue to tuck leaves or little flowers or anything like that underneath. So I'm able to just get these small pieces right into place, which will only accent that little piece of the embossing folder with the gold metallic ink. It'll actually pull that out just a little bit more. Again, all of the happy accidents become beautiful embellishments for our card, right? Absolutely wonderful. So I do hope that you enjoy our project here featuring the Large Die Kit of the Month from Spellbinders. I will have it linked down below along to all of their other club kits. Make sure you check out the value clubs. I'll also have a link to the gallery so that you can be inspired by many others. If you have any questions, make sure you leave those down below as well, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, make sure you ring the bell so that you're notified when the next video is available for you. But most of all, enjoy the process, have fun creating your art, and remember what's most important: always be creative in everything that you do every day. Stay safe until the next video. Take care.